Welcome, peoples. I know you see that time code down below, and it can look daunting, but this video is our fully recorded draft. We have two gracious hosts for this draft, Andrew, captain of the Perry Persians, and Obi, captain of the Kitsap Claws. They helped run a very smooth draft. It went very well. We hope you'll watch to the end, but to give a little background, this draft is totally within the RU tier list in National Dex and Pokemon Showdown. We wanted to try out something new for our first season on YouTube, and using the mons a lot of people don't have experience with is going to lead to some crazy battles. We have a couple rules everyone needed to follow for this draft, which will be explained within the video itself, which I might go over again on TikTok side of it. If you are enjoying our content, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, and tell us your favorite draft pick in the comments. The record button. You are on the clock officially. Get her in by 7:30.
Obi in. I know
He
he
is
said he stepped away for something.
He is muted at the
Not
moment.
7:30 yet. Yeah, he's not here.
Well, I was hoping to get started the moment everyone got in, but if people gonna be
That's actually
difficult,
why I joined.
I mean, I figured we were gonna get a preamble in from the
Commissioner.
commissioner here.
Where's
Yeah.
our preamble,
I
Commissioner?
can give a little preamble. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Especially since
How do
we
you
got new
spell
people.
preamble?
I think you mean
Uh,
monologue, speech.
Isn't it pre and then amble?
shut up, Seth.
Well, I'd assume it was. It's not. That's a sounded out word.
That's a sounded out word.
No, I was
outward.
I was
Did
complaining
I
to my
deserve that?
girlfriend. No. I was complaining to my girlfriend. It sounds a lot more ruder than I meant it. I was complaining to my girlfriend literally yesterday that I hate how English has words that you can't sound out. And so there are sounded out words and non-sounded out words. That's where that came from. I wasn't tagging you.
That's crazy.
All right, now we got Obi back. All right, we are at 7:30, everybody. I want to personally thank everyone for being here, and for anybody who is going to be listening to this on YouTube. Thank y'all for showing up. This is the first time we'll ever be doing this like this and with this many people. So I hope everyone enjoys themselves. Feel free to cuss Obi out for sniping this #1 overall draft pick. Trading up with Arizona Heattrans for 4 draft picks in the exchange. So currently, Obi, we're going to get started with you, my friend. For this, the Kitsap Claws and the Perry Persians will also be, while drafting, they will also be given some color commentating and play-by-play. Just letting everybody know what their thoughts are on the draft. But I want everyone to speak up. You know, that's how it is. No reason to feel, what's the word? Scared. Obi's a real intimidating person. You know, Matthew is too. So, let's get going. Obi, you are on the clock.
All right, and welcome into the draft, everyone. I'm here with the Perry Persians here.
What you gonna do, brother?
What you gonna do, brother? All right, let's get it. And here's what I'm going to do with the first pick in the draft. I'm going to be taking the bridge.
The bridge.
Bridge.
Got Archaludon as the first one out.
This one's a hard one to type.
Now, for those unaware, the league does have a few rules and state for certain mods.
Matthew,
Ban
before
lists
we,
are in place, all that.
before we move on, Matthew, please put a 3-minute timer for every player as well. I'll let you kind of just keep that rolling if you don't mind.
Now, Archaludon is one hell of a Pokemon with a crazy moveset, a crazy typing, an amazing ability. This mon can do it all, and it is a wonder as to why it is still in RU.
Well, there's definitely... It definitely was a big hitter when it first premiered. I know that much for certain. I'm pretty sure it's got a pretty decent run as a big tier mon in the doubles side of things, right?
I'm actually not very knowledgeable about doubles myself, but from what I'm aware of, it does seem to have a bit of a niche in doubles. And with the second pick
Wow.
The
these are
Make 'em
limited
chops
mons.
take Incineroar.
The limited mons do run pretty quick here. A little bit of a further note: we do have a couple banned and limited mons in our league here, and 2 of them have just gone off the deep end. So
With the Limitless,
There
it does not stop you from taking Limitless Pokemon, but you can only take 1 per season. And if you take one in a certain season, you have to wait another season to be able to use the Limitless again. So you have to, it's 1, can't use it, then you can't use it again.
now, as much as I like the Flaming Wrestle Cat, Obi, I know this is your boy, so I'm gonna let you take the reins on this one.
Incineroar was on the championship team last year. The Kitsap Gloffs.
Your boy,
And
there, Obi.
Gotta
Mana.
say, I used it
2 minutes,
so
Andrew.
much. You know, I used it so many times throughout the season. I'm lying. I literally only used it in the championship and did not use it throughout the rest of the season. But it is a very, very good mon. And there goes Rabombi off the board. Another mon from my team last season.
Yeah, this one carries a lot of. This being my first round pick here, this one was a lot of deliberation went into what was going to be up in the top here. This one's got a decent enough. It's stat wise pretty decent as far as like speed. It's okay for special attack, but what really sets this thing up is definitely the moveset. This thing's moveset is insane.
Yeah, Rabombi is one hell of a special sweeper with access to a lot of different moves, a lot of different coverage. And there goes Ogre Pawn off the board.
Wow, this went by really fast. I pretty much called. I want to make a quick note here. I've called every single one of these picks so far. These were my top 3 for once to see go, and I called it right here, just for everybody to call it out here.
I can confirm Andrew did tell me in DMs Arcaludon, Incineroar, and Ogerpon were his top 3 as to what he thought was going to get drafted early.
Like those were my first round goes. Like those confirmed I knew were going to be gone. But yeah.
Oh, and Matthew takes Gigalith off the board.
And that pretty much sets up a pretty interesting sandstorm possibility with Sandstream. But then you also get like Sturdy as the other ability. Most rock types seem to get that.
Gigalith has access to Sturdy, Sandstream, and Sandforce.
So he's definitely all about the typical rock moves, but being a good sand setter is it's pretty good actually.
And there goes Metagross. Another Mon from my team last season. And a very, very good one at that. This thing comes in clutch with so much just that it can do.
It is definitely a good physical all, and it definitely carries itself as a physical striker there.
And there goes Thunderous off the board early. Did not see that coming.
My woad, honestly.
Thunderous was a mon I was actually looking at as well and considering.
He certainly was on my side.
Yeah, Thunderous is a very, very good support mon with access to Volt Switch, access to Thunder Wave, access to U-Turn if you don't want to Volt Switch. He's got Toxic.
Top in the fact that it's a Prankster mon.
Mm-hmm.
Prankster and Defiant, by the way. 2 very solid abilities.
As well as access to 115 base attack, 125 base special attack, 111 base speed. This thing can also pack a punch. Especially in this format. It also has the ability to use Nasty Plot.
Which gives that already insane special attack an extra oomph. And Grimmsnarl goes.
Right.
Yep. Grimmsnarl off the board. I think we all saw Grimmsnarl coming sooner or later.
It wasn't going to be this round. It was going to be next.
After losing it this season, we did like regular OU and all. I wasn't gonna let it slip through this time.
Yep, I completely understand. Grimmsnarl is an amazing screen setter, but it can also do so much more.
Really good Prankstermon gives this thing a lot of utility viability.
120 base attack as well, so just put some like I don't know, sucker punch on it, and all of a sudden you've just got a random hard hit out of nowhere.
Plus, Dark Fairy type is a fairly solid setup there.
Dark Fairy is a very good typing. I agree completely.
One of the many optimal dual typings that exist across the board here.
And there goes Slow King off the board early.
Somehow Anthony gets the exact Pokemon he wants. It's still
Hell
taking
yeah.
topics down.
Hell yeah.
Love
Oh
that.
my god.
Slow King's a mon that I've done some toying around with in the past. Access to some stuff like Chilly Reception. He's got access to Trick Room if you want to go that route. Could always go Yawn. And
Really solid utility mon.
And the ability Regenerator along with Teleport goes kind of crazy.
Perfect
Might I
for a
add?
little Trick Room swapper.
We are now upon our 3 rookies.
Yep.
So some background.
Yep,
We
so
are in
these-
season 6. This is the first time any of these guys, these next 3 people, have ever drafted in our league.
No pressure except for every bit of it.
There's
And
Porygon
Dude,
2. My
it's gone.
God.
And then the next
Porygon
6.
2. Back to back. We're seeing mons that I
Two.
was coming in with in season 2 for my Trick Room team. We see Slow
Yeah.
King off the board, Porygon 2 off the board. Porygon 2 is so versatile. This thing is an absolute demon.
He's got access to the Eviolite. He's got access to the Trick Room setting, and with a moveset that lets him optimize himself through that Trick Room, makes him a pretty good lead for that.
And even if you're not going with Trick Room, he's got access to so many just insane moves. He's got Bolt Beam. He's got Dry Attack. He's got Shadow Ball.
Really good special hitter, and definitely one to keep an eye on this season to fear if he may end up being used differently than how most would predict. And
And also
Mimikyu goes
Recover
next.
as well. Mimikyu off the board early. Not something I was expecting to see, but I respect it.
And they've-
I've got some pretty good experience with Mimikyu, and this thing can be a threat and a half.
It is certainly one of those with a really scary typing there. Ghost and Fury is not something you want to mess with.
Not to mention a really scary ability with the skies.
May not have the most impressive ability, may not have the best stat board, but for being a really good special wall, it definitely covers that.
And along with the access to Trailblaze, this thing can be insane with the right set. A set that I really like to use with Mimikyu is Disguise, Shell Bell, Trailblaze, so that you can get the speed buff and potentially raise your health back up to full.
Certainly got itself a good string as a setup mon, that's for certain.
Can we talk
And then
about
we
these
see
last
the
2 picks?
back-to-back picks. What?
Can we talk about these last 2 picks?
Yeah, Quagsire and Whimsicott.
This might be my favorite first round pick ever.
That is.
Quagsire in the
Machinations of my
first
mind
round.
are an enigma.
I love that. I love that so much. Quagsire in the first round. Quagsire is a mon that I actually looked at as well. I kept it off like my final draft board, but Quagsire is actually. Guys, please slow down a little bit. We gotta talk about the mons.
trying to get the commentary in, and the inputs are coming a little faster.
Remember, just so y'all know, not every pick deserves that much time. Y'all do what you can. But
Yeah, it's the
everybody in
first
the draft,
round.
we do have 3 minutes. So you have 3 minutes to be able to put your pick in. Take your time. Think about what you're doing. No reason to slam us.
But Quagsire has a lot that it can do. It could go both physical, it could go special, very defensive, amazing support mon with access to entry hazards, access to recover, and of course access to unaware. This thing can just absolutely wall.
And
then
being
we got-
probably one of the best type pairings in Pokemon. Water Ground.
And
Like,
then
I
after
think
that we
this-
got Whimsicott. Sorry, I'm just trying to speed along.
I kind of want to hit this next one, this most recent one. Whimsicott's a solid one, but we can bounce back to it. Armor Rouge. That
Armor
one,
Rouge- I was expecting it to go a little earlier, honestly.
it was definitely up there, being basically the special, being the more defensive special mirror to Ceruledge. Well, really only differing in its type variation. It's got probably one of the most interesting sets I've seen in a Pokemon.
Yeah, weak armor plus armor cannon is just absolutely incredible. Plus, you've got access to like Meteor Beam if you want to go that route. So much you could do with it. And prior to that, we had Rotom Mow off the board, and Rotom Mow is not the first Rotom I was expecting. Well, not the Rotom that I was expecting to see go. I was expecting Rotom Heat personally, but Rotom Mow is a good choice, and I respect it.
Admittedly, with the spread of grass types, I guess somebody got worried they weren't going to be able to squeeze an electric type in. But you want a Levitate Mon to add into that flow. Rotom's never a bad option if you're looking for a solid Levitate Mon.
Yep, and back to Whimsicott. Whimsicott is an absolute just beast with the utility. This is another mon that I was looking very close into. With
It
access
certainly-
to Prankster, access to Defog, weirdly enough, which caught me way off guard when I saw that. It's got access to Toxic, Taunt, Tailwind. Just
It
so
is
many different things. You can
Certainly a good
Mento-
utility Mon.
Yep, Leech Seed. It has
Especially
access
being-
to knockoff as well.
Its one probable weakness, in my opinion, is the fact it's got that Grass Fairy typing to make it 4 times weak to poison. But
But it also has
Given the-
access to U-turn with a high speed stat.
plus, if you don't want to run a Prankster set, Chlorophyll's got you covered.
And
With a
there
speed of
goes,
116, that's crazy.
and there goes Glastrier off the board. I was wondering when
The
this
Ice
Horse was
Horse.
gonna go. This
That
thing
Frozen
is a-
Pony was definitely something I expected to see, at least in the first 4 rounds. Earlier than I expected, but not that unexpected.
I was expecting it early, and this thing is an absolute beast statistically. 145 base attack, 100 base HP, 130 base defense, 110 special.
Trick
This
Room's
thing
the name
is-
of the game. This thing is definitely up there. And even if not, you've got Trailblaze to make sure that that is the case.
I love some Trailblaze.
Yeah, it looks like-
That is a great move.
It's
It looks like
definitely
the
a
Arizona
really
Heat Trans
solid
are
one.
making one hell of a Drick Room team right now.
Possibly even mixing in Hail with that Slow King, offering that chilly reception. Some snow and hit. Some snow and a
that's-
Chandelure. My favorite
Chandelure off the
Pokemon.
board.
My favorite Pokemon, probably one that I've been eyeing up a good bit, but this one is, I think, probably one of the better. Like Armorers, it's one of the most solid special attacking fire mons in this tier. So seeing it go really early is not that unexpected.
Yeah, Chandelure is a mon that has done me very, very well in the past. This thing is just insane. Don't sleep on this thing with its 145 base special attack and amazing offensive typing and Ghost Fire.
Plus, access to Flash Fire and Flame Body make this thing a detrimental piece, especially if you want to be a little tricky with some of the setup on items.
And its moveset is incredible with access to Energy Ball.
Energy Ball, the typical ghost moves like Shadow Ball, Hex especially, being able to burn with this on and just wipe them away with a good Hex.
And don't sleep on Will-O-Wisp.
Never sleep on the Will-O-Wisp.
Mandibu's off the board this early? Love to see it, but hate to see it at the same time because that's one of the ones I was looking at. But
sounds like one of our first snipes has just occurred there.
But Mandibu's off the board early.
This one was definitely one of yours from season 2 in this league. So
yeah.
Plus, this one was on our plus on the side. This was a off-tourney contender in our team for us in particular, actually.
Yep. Mandibuzz is a very, very well-rounded mon. Such a good utility mon. Access to defog, access to U-turn, toxic. It's got access to knock off, foul play. This thing can do so much. Great for utility, great for pivot. It's got taunt, it's got tailwind.
Plus the abilities this thing's got make this truly an interesting piece. Another mon in this with weak armor. Second round's got 2 weak armors already picked out.
Yep, as well as a big pecs and overcoat, which both very good abilities if used in the right situation for draft leagues.
And we've got Umbreon. Got 2 dark types back to back.
Umbreon off the board.
There's a lot of dark types in these first rounds, Obi.
And a lot of tanky mons too.
Yeah. Well, dark type's got a lot of tanks to be completely honest with you. It's got a lot of good tanking mons.
Yep, Umbreon off the board though. 95 base HP, 110 base defense, 130 base special defense.
Think if you look at the
know, access to Moonlight.
Think you look at the evolution spectrum, this thing's definitely in the top 5 of them.
I mean, I don't think top 5 saying much for evolution, but
well, when you got 8 different evolutions to look at,
it's a little over top half. I'm a little under top half.
I'd say he definitely contends with a few of them. If he ain't in the top 5, I'd definitely at least give him the benefit of the doubt and say top 3. Because between Sylveon and Vaporeon, he's got a lot to contend with. And then Volcanion up next. Now this one's a personal favorite of mine. Fire Water, a typing that no other mon that I can think of at least carries in this entire set of what? How many mons are we at? Over 1,000?
Yeah, no other mon does have Fire Water, and we are over 1,000.
And on top of that, a Fire Water mon that gets Water Absorb.
Yeah, Volcanion is definitely a dangerous Pokemon.
You can definitely trip somebody up with this one because you'll expect it to get just off looks in the base of its stats. You'd think somebody would run this thing very bulk build, but then all of a sudden somebody decides, hey, Choice Scarf. Nope.
And then we see the Tifton Tyrannotars taking Zoroark. Ooh.
Another dark type disappearing.
Jose's team right this second, Ogerpon, Zoroark. I'm not sure if that works together really well, but it's a lot of fun.
I don't know. I think that could work very well together.
I think you definitely got something going on there at the very minimum.
Yeah, Zoroark is a very strong special hitter, and we all know what Zoroark does, right?
Oh, yeah. We all know what this thing's about.
All about that deception. Being able to just come in looking like another Pokemon, bait out the move, and then just hit like a truck. And this thing has so much versatility as well. And then we see Mousehold off the board from the Perry Persians. You want to talk about your pick?
Yeah, this one. So this one kind of paired in a little bit with what I've been planning, because Ribombi was definitely the one that I looked at, and with its set, I could run this thing would definitely be a good special wall. But then I poked in a Mousehold. Mousehold definitely offers a really interesting set. One of mainly the fact that one, it gets access to Technician as an ability, and it's got a good few moves that are under 60 power or 60 and under. And the fact that it gets access to moves like Population Bomb and Bullet Seed make this thing crazy. Top off the fact that you can also set this thing up with some interesting usage with stuff like Trailblaze. It gets access to U-Turn, so it's another really solid pivot. Plus, it gets a whole host of really, really good physical attacking moves like Play Rough, Seed Bomb, Shadow Claw. Even gets access to Aerial Ace, so you could really take advantage of any fighting mons that would try to take advantage of this poor, sweet-looking little mouse family.
We got Regidrago off the board. The Drago going.
First of the Reggies to disappear from the board. Well, he certainly is one of the more recent, but not the one I expected to see this early, I'll be honest.
I think it's the one I expected to see the second most this early. Regidrago is actually very, very usable, especially with Dragon Dance. With that base 100 attack, base 80 speed, but base 200 HP. Not only is this thing just an absolute truck of a Pokemon, but it can hit like one too.
It's definitely a real beast, if that puts it in any perspective. Got a lot of power to it. And honestly, I think that's more than enough when you look at some of the other stats this thing carries.
Yeah, it definitely is. And it can be run both physically or specially, with access to its signature move, Dragon Energy, which is 150 base power, but gets weaker as its HP decreases. But with an HP stat as high as it is,
I think you're really going to have to worry about much there. Plus, on top of that, getting access to... Plus, its special ability, Dragon Maw, makes it so that move still maintains a lot of power. And Latios disappears from the board.
That's Latios off the board. Latios is a Pokemon I've had a lot of fun with personally. This mon is extremely versatile.
Certainly is a little monster in the field, if I'll be honest on it. Plus, being a massive special attacking and a big special attacking hitter and a big special wall. Plus, with this thing's speed, why would you not want this thing?
Yeah, its overall base stats are just incredible in general, with a BST of 600, no base stats under 80.
It's truly a gem in this tier, to be honest. Plus, getting access to Levitate gives the thing a lot of viability, so you can really look out for it. And then Titan. Well, I could definitely see where this team's going.
Yep, Titan off the board. Titan works both incredible in Snow and in Trick Room.
And based off the fact that we've seen a Slowking grabbed up this early, I think we know where the position on the Arizona Heatrans is headed.
And then Cinccino off the board. I love Cinccino so much. I was actually just talking the other day about Mousehold versus Cinccino, because they are very similar Pokemon. I was saying I'm more of a Cinccino guy myself.
I like Mousehold, and it's for one simple reason that I didn't actually get to address during this. And that one simple fact of why I prefer Mousehold over Cinccino is not simply the fact that both of them are Technician normal types. but the fact that you can really make use of Tidy Up to give that little mouse family a good bit of speed and attack boosting, as well as being able to clear out a good hazard or two.
Real quick, Cinchino also gets Tidy Up.
Does it actually?
They do.
Yeah.
It's only one.
Huh.
There's only 3 of them. It's Fur, it's Chinchino, and it's Mousehold. It's a really weird 3 to give Tidy Up to, but whatever.
You just thought that Onino would have been on that list. Oh well.
Personally, I think I'm.
So the reason I prefer Cinchino personally is because it has a much wider moveset with access to Triple Axle, Trailblaze, Tail Slap, Seed Bomb, Rock Blast, Play Rough, Knockoff, Ice Spinner, Gunk Shot. So many different moves. Oh, don't forget Bullet Seed.
Gets gunk shot. That's lame.
That's the move they got you, huh, man?
Yes, gunk shot. That's bullshit. Get that move off of all
2
these
minutes
dumb
left.
balls.
And if all else fails, it does have access to Last Resort. And there we see. Wait. Yep, Sinistjaw off the board. I completely respect that. Sinistjaw
Figured
is
that this
a-
one would be coming in or going early. It'd be coming in or going pretty early. So, want to make sure it got a bit of a shot here. Because I was definitely looking this one over. Not to cut you off again.
You're good. Sinistjaw is a very, just good overall Pokemon. With the ability Heat Proof in this format, does make it a lot better against fire types for that grass ghost typing.
Gives it a really solid special set too.
My only issue with Sinistjaw is its limited moveset because it doesn't have a whole lot of coverage. Like, it has access to grass moves, some ghost moves, it's got foul play, it's got scald. Doesn't have a whole lot outside of that except for utility moves.
I mean,
in terms
this
of
case,
utility, it has a lot.
I mean, as far as what you're looking at offensively, you definitely got ways you can make this thing work. And again, it's a really solid little mon for being able to especially with how few good grass type sets are offering special attacking mons. This one was definitely this one's one you're eager to look at, especially if you need a ghost type at all.
So Benjamin,
And then we see
It may not be the
your
fastest
pick
Azel.
at 30.
Azel.
Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Benjamin, after your pick at 36, we're going to take a 2-minute break. So don't pick twice. Just pick your one time. We'll take a couple-minute break. Come back.
Azelf and then Gastrodon. So why don't we hit Azelf first?
Yeah, real quick about Azelf. This thing has insane versatility, insane offensive capability, 125 in both attack and special attack with 115 speed, and an insanely wide moveset.
It is definitely the utility mon to be if you're going to look for him. He's got utility, he's got some really offensive capabilities if you want to try that way.
And then we've got Gastrodon coming in after that for the Guyton Gabites. Gastrodon is a mon with a very good typing in water ground. Very good ability.
To the moon, water ground is the best typing ever.
I don't know about that. I think Steel Fairy's better, but
Oh yeah, how few steel fairies there actually are.
we got the Guyton Gabites slowly building that Sandstorm team with Gastrodon here, because Sand Force is one of its abilities, as well as Storm Train, of course. But Gastrodon has access to quite a bit in terms of its moveset. It's also a very good hazard setter if that's what you want to do with it. And then we see.
On top of that, if you wanted to be really tricky, you've got Sticky Hold, in case you got a pesky knockoff lurking in the wing.
Then we got Mega Pidgeot off the board for the Rome Rotoms.
A pretty decent little Mega. Not one I'm particularly familiar with, but I've never really seen much of this thing before.
So Mega Pidgeot has the ability No Guard, along with moves such as Hurricane, is the big one.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing can Hurricane, Heat Wave, but it does not have a very versatile attack moveset, especially in terms of special attack, which is not great because it's mainly a special attacker with 135 special attack and 80 attack. Its moveset is just not great for that.
They definitely looked at this thing and figured that, well, we'll build at least one of these things confusingly.
And then
I
we've
think
got
quite get to see the Seth. You'll have to send that to me later.
I put it in general. I put it in below.
There you go.
Okay, we've got Murkrow off the board. Oh my god, I love that.
Another.
This
This is the second time Murkrow has disappeared for the Canton Cradillies.
Oh yeah, he's got more coming this season.
Well, we
So,
can't wait to see
Murkrow.
more from it.
Murkrow is a mon that's like incredibly niche, but when it works, it works. With the ability Prankster and a very good utility moveset.
On top of being one of the best mons, one of the top 5 to be able to get access to an Eviolite, it makes this thing really scary. It would.
It has access to Toxic, Taunt, Thunderwave, Tailwind.
Prankster
Roost.
Haze comes from nowhere and you never see it.
Yep, Haze, that's a big one for sure.
Certainly a good way to break
Defog.
any setup mons.
And if you want to get real wacky with it, it also has access to Curse and Calm Mind.
Is it a pretty interesting set?
2 minutes.
Got the
Alright.
Hey,
Casey,
Jose,
I need you to
We're hearing a lot of your
not
background, buddy.
You're in a.
Tell them.
We really hope that he doesn't do what.
I need you to just
The gears are
rotate.
turning.
Come on here.
Alright, send it to me. I'll make sure I don't pick it.
Okay, I got you.
Alright, bet. I don't
Here,
know.
give me
I
like
don't
2
know.
minutes to send it real quick.
I'm sorry. The best I can do is 20 seconds. But I guess we're doing this.
No, I know you're not going to take it. I'm not worried.
What if I do?
Necrozma!
Necrozma off the board. Necrozma has incredible base stats and a very good move set. This thing is... I don't know why. Every time I personally use Necrozma, it feels like it just doesn't work, though.
I've seen it used a few good ways in a lot of different situations, but I can definitely agree with the sentiment of this thing works in a lot of ways, and then it also doesn't in others.
Yeah, with
This
access...
move pool is
to just-
really solid, and being able to flip this thing around between being a physical or special attacker, plus with its base defense of 101, gives this thing the opportunity to be an absolute wall, given its special ability Prism Armor.
Plus, with access to moves such as Thunderwave and Toxic, as well as Stealth Rock, you could use this thing for utility, or with access to Swords Dance and Dragon Dance, this thing could be one hell of a physical attacker. Or you could even go the special attacking route with Calm Mind.
Calm Mind mixed with its Photon Geyser ability makes this thing really scary.
Or Meteor Beam, for that matter. All
On
right,
top of that, Photon Geyser also gets the added bonus of, like I said, being able to flip which way it attacks here. Plus, it ignores abilities, so it's a really, really solid pick here.
I just want to say, I cannot believe this Mon fell to me. I'll take it.
And a Pelipper.
Pelipper off the board.
So it was rain after all.
When it rains, it pours.
And Pelipper does make it pour. Being, in my opinion, probably the best rain-setting Mon outside of, like, any legendary that does this. Kyogre.
Kyogre.
All one.
Hey, excuse me, there is also Primal Kyogre.
That's not
Well,
a
Primal
catchy
Kyogre is a
legendary.
little... Primal Kyogre doesn't do it the same way
I heard a bit of a snipe happen. Does anybody want to elaborate on the snipe?
Wait, what happened?
So I just
The
go.
Cyclizar.
the Cyclizar pick from the Pineco's.
What did I hear, Mr. Rome Rodums?
Oh, you're fired. Is that Logan? Oh, is that Logan?
No, that was
That's Alex. Oh.
I'm cooking something. I don't know what.
Alex, you're fired.
Cyclizar is a Mon that I think is criminally underrated. Cyclizar has access to so many different moves that are just incredible. You just have to figure out how to put them together is the big thing.
Especially when you combo it off its two abilities. Because then this thing gets Shed Skin and it's a regen Mon.
Yeah, Regenerator with access to... Well, I think Shedtail's actually... Is Shedtail banned?
Shedtail is banned.
It is bad.
Not by me. I didn't do it. Showdown makes us.
Yeah.
So weird. Why
Along
is
with
shit-
Last Respect.
That was
Last
a move.
Respect is banned.
Yeah. But it does have access to U-turn regardless. It has access to shift gear. And so many different offensive moves of different typings. Ice Spin or Iron Head knockoff. Supercell Slam. Temper Flare. Trailblaze. Aqua Tail. Acrobatics?
2 minutes.
He's so good.
Logan, you're
It
on the
is-
clock, then Ben, and then we're going to take our break for a little bit.
Size-Toad! My goat!
This was actually a Mon that was on my list, but I'm okay missing out on it.
I love this thing. A lot of people would try to say Quagsire or Swampert are the pick here. Seismitoad is definitely one of the best water ground pairings out there. And you could make our arguments are definitely there if you look at Mega Swampert, but Seismitoad eats just it. Its moveset, top notch. Physical hitter, being able to access water absorb and swift swim make this thing a nightmare in a rain team. And even if you don't run a rain, it's just a really solid physical hitting water type.
And he gets Power Whip.
He gets Power Whip, he gets access to Drain Punch, Poison Jab. He's got such a really good moveset. Plus, he's got the probably the best physical water type move you could give to a Pokemon in the form of Liquidation to give it just a good stab move. And of course, Earthquake. Who doesn't love a good Earthquake?
There is what I think is a better physical water hitting move that it does not gain though, and that would be Flip Turn.
The Flip Turn's a good little pivot move, and while Swampert beats it out there, it definitely, I think the diversity in this moveset more than makes up for that.
All right, y'all. Last pick is in. It is going to be the Mega
The
Aggron
Mega
from
Aggron.
Appellation Annihilates. I am going to have to stop us here for 5 minutes, or 3 minutes actually. Come back at 8:15. Go get a drink, take a piss, whatever y'all got to do. Just take a second. Our commentators, if y'all would like to recap any of the Pokemon that happened the last several rounds, this is the time to do so.
Let's
Mega
go ahead
Aggron
and knock
hurts.
out that Mega Angron. Because
Mega Aggron hurts.
Mega Aggron,
Mega
like,
Aggron is... Oof.
That one hurts.
that is a steel type, a mono steel type monster.
I made the wrong choice.
Especially as a 230 base defense, wall.
And
I want
bro,
y'all to know
with
I've
that.
been sniped 4 times in the first couple rounds. Your boy's doing rough.
yeah, you stole my fucking Gigalith round 1, bro. I don't want to hear it.
Damn.
Why do you always want things I want?
It's just a Gigalith. Back off. No one likes that guy. I created him. I made him.
Dude,
I will make and destroy you.
I'm actually so sad about the Thunderous and
Mandibuzz.
Mandibuzz picks because I had Thunderous on my board and Mandibuzz was the backup for Thunderous.
Oh no.
So
I put my.
Yeah,
I was like-
Aggron was on mine.
the thing
The
I put
Latios.
really in my order, I put Thunderous, Mandibuzz, and Gigalith. And even if I put Gigalith first, I wouldn't have gotten them. So I just had Thunderous and Mandibuzz. I'm like, I think these are probably the higher picks.
So
I
the
want a
two so
Mandibuzz
far
so
that have
bad.
been the two that have been sniped from me so far were Thunderous and Latios. Those two have been sniped from me.
For me, it was those two.
Umbreon, I would've been
Seismitoad,
fucked.
actually. I had Seismitoad on my board.
I don't remember who took Mimikyu, but honestly, I'm glad you did because I feel cool about the mon that I replaced Mimikyu with.
You know, I'm actually kind of good not getting Seismitoad now that I'm like re-looking at my team here. Because
I also
I think Seismitoad didn't really fit into it.
Ooh.
I have to make a
Thank
minor.
you.
I have to look at a minor adjustment on mine, but I'll make do.
Anthony, you're gonna be shocked at who I pick.
Oh, yeah.
It's my 6th pick.
Anthony, again,
It's an electric type,
Again,
guys. Electric type.
you're going with that team again.
Anthony's
Why?
like, there's no
I'm so happy
way.
I didn't have to see that fucking team anymore.
Now I'm
Please,
curious.
for the love of everything, please don't snipe this next Pokemon. Your boy's been struggling. Please don't.
Tell me
Whoever's
what
the next few
maybe I
picks,
won't.
just don't pick that.
I'll pick Entei.
I want to pick it.
Alright, got it. I'm gonna exactly pick that.
Please
I'll
don't.
pick Entei. That's
Good
the
job.
one. It's definitely Entei, guys.
Your boy's in tears.
You know, how confident am I?
Honestly, that's the one I think I'm surprised I haven't seen picked yet. I actually expected Entei to be among the first 3 rounds.
I'm gonna be honest. I literally just scrolled and set a random on.
Entei, I think, is one that I genuinely was surprised has not popped up at all yet.
Now you know who I'm surprised hasn't popped up yet? Skeledirge.
Yeah. I mean,
Half of them took their
Chandelure is still on,
Limitless Mon, but-
Chandelure is still on the board, so
No, Chandler's off.
Yeah.
Chandler's off.
that's
the
what
board.
I'm saying.
Chandler's been
Like,
breaking-
Chandelure was still on the board by the time that happened, so Skeledirge being picked up at some point is a
Well-
possibility.
Yeah, I was gonna get Skeledirge, and then I swapped to Grimmsnarl. And I kind of was back and forth, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get Chandelure. If it's still here, and it's still there. So yeah,
Mandalore would have been awesome to have personally, but
I was willing to risk the early pick on it.
it's okay. I had 3 options to that I was trying to decide on, and it was like between Mega Pidgeot, Chandelure, and one other, and I just went Pidgeot.
Oh, Colin.
Hit me.
I'm gonna message you in DMs because I don't remember the rules of how this works, and I might need to change the order of my draft, and I'm just gonna risk that you snipe him. I'm not gonna make you make any promises that you won't, but
Yes, it
Go ahead.
does. They're a part of the same species. It's not. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
no, you can't have a Rotom.
No, someone else can draft Rotom. That's fine.
Nah, he was looking for the other Sinistra.
Oh wait,
He's looking for a Goodra, maybe.
oh wait, we can draft the other Rotoms.
They're
Oh, that
the
changes
same.
things.
So they fall under the same bracket as allowing the other genies. They're all the same technical Pokemon, but they're totally different forms of it. So we do allow that. What we don't allow is evolution lines. So if it is just a
okay.
form change, we have allowed that in the past. Last season we had Thundurus
Yeah.
and Thundurus Therian. This season we don't. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So take that as what you will. Oops,
Okay,
sorry.
okay,
I didn't
that-
mean to blast that on the.
What about like the Savali's?
That
The
actually
Savali is
helps
considered
me a
one
lot.
Pokemon.
No.
Got it.
I mean, I'm not looking at a Rotom. What? I didn't say that.
I know it's a little convoluted. It's to get the most diversity in Pokemon possible is why that rule is in place. If it's enough differences, we will make the exception, like the differences in Thundurus and Thundurus Therian. There is a good bit of difference between the two Pokemon. Like the Rotoms, they all do something pretty much totally different. The differences in Savali is a move. That's not enough differences.
Well,
Alright, so
Savali
can
is
I-
just an
It's
item.
an item.
Yeah, it's just
So can I pick Barraskewda then?
very good as bad. Sorry, buddy. We straight up
Is the
Yeah,
one
well-
Bandmon in this whole season.
I will say I feel like a proud dad moment right now because first Rotom off the board was Rotom Mo. Just
It was
saying.
one. It was,
I get it. And Mo, Dad, I
Mhm.
get it. I get it.
It's also because of the fact
He
that
was also
threw,
on my team, and I work with grass. Well, it's plastic now, but it's.
It's also one of the guys.
Yeah,
who
you
works
can't
with
claim them
who
because you don't cut grass anymore. You
I
just
still
wash
do.
it.
I still
No,
do.
you just wash it. That outside stuff that you take with you.
That's fair. The outside stuff isn't really grass; it's weeds.
Yeah, so you don't cut grass anymore. You just wash it.
No, I still cut the outside grass. No, I still cut the outside grass. I have
He
plastic
said
grass.
no.
Well, I
would- I
hope
would take a
grass
mower
is
to that.
outside. Where else would it be?
No, there are some grass that go inside. Or
No, I was-
Some domes have natural grass. I'm just saying.
No, okay.
I get the joke. I get the joke.
Okay.
He's aware of what you're doing. He's choosing.
I'm just look. I'm just saying. The fact that Obi was able to touch a natural grass baseball field, and it's been longer since I've been able to, and I work in the industry. It makes me a little
Oh
jealous.
my god, dude! I still can't believe that shit happened.
It's definitely really cool.
On the day Ichiro gets inducted into the Hall of Fame too.
That's sick. That's sick. I'm so happy for Ichiro.
Yeah, well deserved. Oh my god.
He better get a card in the show now. That's all I'm saying.
I'd be genuinely surprised if he didn't. Honestly.
All right, we are well past 8:15. I am so sorry, y'all.
I was about to say.
Let's get this ball back on the road. Appalachian Annihilates. Taking the Lantern.
And Lantern off the board right away.
Be careful. Be careful, Matthew. You've killed this thing once.
Who is this? Who must die?
Running joke amongst the league
Annihilate?
is...
Which one's Annihilate? Say, who are you? I forget your name.
All
Is it Alex or Ben?
That's
Ben.
bad.
Benjamin.
That's Ben?
Yeah.
I will murder you now.
Hey, man.
That thing,
Alright.
I have
Lantern
lost
off the
playoffs.
board.
I have lost so many games versus that thing. Fuck that thing.
He has only ever managed to kill it once, and I brought it purely as a joke.
So Lantern off the board. This thing has
Matthew, open
access
that
to
thing.
Volt Absorb and Water Absorb, while being a Water Electric type.
And while the rest of its stat pool doesn't really help it a whole lot, that
got 125 base
125 HP.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah,
it does
with
get a
access to-
fairly good pivot move in the form of a Volt Switch with
It
being
also gets flip
primarily.
turn.
Does also get flip turn, so it gets two stab based pivot moves.
Yep. As well as a pretty decent moveset outside of that. And there goes
And that one
Mega
hurt.
Houndoom.
And that one hurt.
Mega Houndoom is a very powerful but very frail mon. So with
Ow.
access to solar power, this thing in the sun can be absolutely deadly despite hurting itself whenever it does anything. That
This thing
115
exists in the
base speed
sun,
goes
cooked.
far, but it does not make it faster than everything. So if you can find something to outspeed it, this thing's just dead in the water. However, it does lack a little bit in terms of its moveset. but it's still a very good mon, a very good nuking mon. This thing is just meant to be an absolute just nuke straight up. Run it with
Body do a
overheat.
hurdy.
It'll kill so much with that 140 base special attack.
My body do a hurdy, but I'm gonna make you hurdy.
Yeah,
That is
I'm not
more or less how
personally a
this
fan of
thing
Mega
hurts.
Houndoom, but I understand.
Oh, low kicks!
Low kicks off the board. Now that's a mon I like.
Alright, see y'all later. Where's my gun?
Oh goodness.
Aw.
This is a rough night.
Matthew's trying to get our
Alright,
first
you're
video
hired.
demonetized instantly.
That's fine.
Now,
Sounds
low
like
kicks off
someone
the board.
shouldn't have grabbed Gigalith. It all
At-
started there.
At first look, low kicks does not look like an amazing mon. You see that low base stat total of 450. However, you look at its 102 base attack along with first impression, as well as access to U-turn, Trailblaze, Sucker Punch, Knockoff, all kinds of stuff. An Axe Kick, which is
Axe kick is
a
definitely
good
one of
move.
the really solid hitters there. Being able to cause confusion and being being the same power as close combat while suffering a little bit of the accuracy drop. You could definitely make up for that in the form of those well, put a little item on it and it becomes a little better.
Yeah, Axe Kick is very similar to a move that we all know, High Jump Kick, which, although it's, you know, a little bit worse in terms of power, like it goes from 130 to 120, has the same accuracy, but the ability to cause confusion is just incredible.
Due to the trade
It is
earlier
truly a
today,
spectacular-
the Arizona Heat Trains are on the board. I just wanted to make sure he was aware of that.
Yeah, can you check your DM real quick before I make my choice?
Yes, I can. Sorry about that.
We'll also say that Bug Dark, definitely a solid type pairing for this thing.
Bug Dark is kind of a sleeper type. Like, you look at it and it's like,
Oh,
"Ooh, is
this
that
thing's
really
not going to
that good?"
do.
But
This
then you
thing's not
think
going to
about-
perform that well. But then you really think about it. One, it eliminates one of its own weaknesses right there.
Not just that, but the offensive pairing of Bug Dark along with a really good fighting move
Mm-hmm.
it's deadly if used well.
Makes this thing like you said, a real sleeper.
Yeah, especially with its priority moves on top of that.
Yeah, first impression, not only being a stab move, but being a move that will nearly always go first on the first turn it's out.
Yeah,
I
pair that
know
with
you-
Sucker Punch and a good choice band.
You've got a perfect setup for I own this entire turn.
Yeah,
So
Low
maybe
Kicks
Triple
is
Touch for
definitely a
turns.
deadly Pokemon.
Definitely be one to watch out for. That is for certain.
Another snipe alert, apparently.
Well, also a snipe alert, and we've been told to keep up on some of these.
A minute left.
Mr. Matthew of the Guyton Gabytes, how badly did that one hurt compared to the other snipe?
I don't know. My gun jammed, so I guess that's good or bad thing, depending on who you ask.
For legal reasons, we are not talking about a real gun, guys.
We're talking about a Nerf gun. It's a Nerf gun.
So you saying you got sniped again, IRL?
You tried to.
And there's Mega
Steelix
off the board early. Mega Steelix is an incredibly defensive Pokemon with that 230 base defense, 125 base attack. This thing can tank some hits. Along with Sand Force as its ability, we see that
is
just
certainly a monster to behold right there.
And then Empoleon off the board after that. Empoleon is a mon that I really like personally. I think it is criminally underrated in a lot of ways.
Competitive.
Especially-
All we need to say.
Especially with access to Roost since Gen 8.
Thing not only gets Roost, but competitive makes this thing's already highly special attacking build an absolute dream for if you get hit by, if you get any kind of stat debuffing.
Not just that, but it also has options that are like very good for utility, such as defog, haze, has access to yawn. You can do a lot with Empoleon if you just know how to use it, as well as flip turn to switch out whenever you need to. And then we see Arcanine off the board next from the Canton Great Illies.
Oh, that's the worst when your pick gets taken right in front of you.
Oh, so sorry, bud.
Be like that sometimes.
So, fun fact, when you look up Arcanine in Pokemon Showdown, it actually comes up twice for some reason. I didn't actually know that.
I would offer the Nerf gun. Sorry, it doesn't
What?
work.
But,
That is
Oh, it
crazy.
does. That's really weird.
yeah, it comes up twice. Why does it come up twice?
And there's no difference.
Yeah, it's just Arcanine twice.
I find it
But,
more interesting that it's separated by the Hisui.
Yeah, it is.
It's a Arcanine sandwich right there.
So, guys,
There's
you
gotta be
want
something.
Arcanine, Hisuian Arcanine, or Arcanine?
Mm-hmm.
Not to be
So-
confused with Arcanine.
That's James's Arcanine. That's why it's special. It's like Ash's Pikachu. It's a special version.
Oh, heck yeah.
Special.
So, Arcanine
edition.
has access to the ability Intimidate, which is just an incredible ability overall. But you can also use Flash Fire on it to catch some opponents off guard. Or Justified if you really want to, but realistically, Justified isn't an amazing ability. But this thing's base stats are terrifying when you really look at it. Lowest
minute and a
base
half.
stat is
Pokemon.
80.
He is the legendary Pokemon.
Yes, he is.
Why are we reacting to my mousehold pick like that, Anthony? Why are we reacting
And-
to the mousehold pick like that?
Hey,
Because I-
fun
I would have liked a mousehold.
and fun little fact about Arcanine, it gets access to teleport for some reason.
I didn't know that.
My
I sure
favorite.
didn't know
My
that.
favorite is Teleport Arcanine.
Yeah, that's what he was
Wow,
like.
teleport Arcanine, just crazy.
Oh god, my team's gonna be ugly.
And then we see
Team is going to be
Primarina off the
disrespectful.
board. Primarina is a mon that I think has a lot of potential to do well. It's got an amazing special move set with so much versatility.
And once again, another really solid type pairing for water types. Water Fairy, another one that does not get used enough, and despite my own personal dislike for this thing, personally just, I didn't like the way I didn't like this thing compared to other mons that came out for the starters in Gen 7, but that's the real only reason why. This thing overall is a really solid mon. Looking over this thing really closely, it's got such a really good moveset.
Yeah, my problem with this mon is it can't take physical hits very well, and it is not fast enough to outspeed most mons.
Damn it.
But with that 126 base special attack, this thing can be a force to be reckoned with under the right situation. And then we see Zarudada off the board after that. Zarudada really packs a punch. This thing, 105 base HP, 120 base attack, 105 base defense, 105 base speed, 95 base special defense, 600 BST, and such a powerful, powerful moveset.
It is definitely one of the big hitters, but once again, another snipe on me. That Entei pick.
And then we see Entei off the board, the mon I joked about during the
Yes.
break because it was just the mon that I randomly came across.
I have watched every possible Firemon I've been looking at go up and smoke in front of me.
Pun intended?
Sure.
Alright. But Entei is an incredible mon, one of the first legendaries. And it has access to so much just absolute heat. pun intended. Because it's got access to Will-O-Wisp, it's got access to Sacred Fire if you want to go that route, access to Extreme Speed, or if you want to run it specially, it's got Calm Mind, Eruption,
I think it's
Scorching
easily
Sands.
my favorite legendary.
I think
Personally, as
Entei
someone
is...
who is a Raikou fan, I would challenge that, but I do think Entei is probably my second favorite. I'm not as big a fan of Suicune, so Entei is at least my second of the favorite legendary beasts.
Yeah, Entei is
2 minutes left, or a minute and a half.
absolutely a force. And then after Entei, we see Typhlosion from the Perry Persians. Just regular Typhlosion, and I respect that heavily.
Well, I thought about it, and it really kind of came down to two factors. One, Hisuian Typhlosion is actually slower than Typhlosion. And two, its only other ability is Frisk.
Yeah, Typhlosion is... Honestly, I think Frisk is underrated, but that's beside the point.
I mean, compared to Flash Fire...
That's big facts. Typhlosion is crazy.
I don't know, I think I prefer Frisk over Flash Fire in this situation, but that's just me.
That is the personal preference, but give me another
I like
immunity.
to know what items my opponent has, because that's such powerful information.
It's really solid information, I won't lie.
But Typhlosion is a mon that I had, I believe, Season 3, and this thing can be just an absolute nuke with Eruption.
You gotta wait till the double season.
Oh, Colin, how could you?
The Slurpuff.
Slurpuff off the board. I love Slurpuff. I think this thing is criminally underrated with access to Belly Drum Unburdened, first off. Let me point that out to everyone. As well as access to Sticky Web, which a lot of people don't realize. It's also got access to Yawn, Toxic. You could go if you really wanted to, you could go the light screen route. Heal Bell, or if you wanted to go more offensive, well, it also has access to Cotton Guard and Calm Mind, as well as just an absolute ridiculous amount of special attacks that you wouldn't expect on it, like Energy Ball, Flamethrower, Surf, Thunderbolt. So this thing could be run specially or physically very well, because physically, got access to Drain Punch, Play Rough, Belly Drum, as I mentioned before.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about the combos of a Fairy Steel, Dragon Core, the Blade, Regidrago, and Slurpuff. I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, this thing is just incredible, especially if used properly. And now I have to find a new fairy type.
Incredibly
Snorlax.
I'm so proud of you, Anthony.
Snorlax off the board.
I couldn't love a pick more.
Love us a good Snorlax out here.
Uh-oh, Colin, was that a snipe I hear?
No, it's not. I love it. It's perfect. I wouldn't have, I couldn't take him just because I took Genshin earlier, and I don't think two normal types on a team makes a lot of sense. But
it's not too normal. It's not too like mono normal types. Yeah, I can agree there.
But I love some Snorlax.
Snorlax is definitely a solid one for being a very bulky little wall there. This thing combined with immunity, you got some pretty decent abilities in immunity. Basically, can't poison this thing, so there's no toxic stalling going on here. Thick Fat, Fire Ice moves, nothing. Gluttony, you really want to make this thing a absolute monster? Belly Drum set. Belly Drum with a Citrus Berry. Compared with that, this thing eats. A whole lot of monsters could very much fall to this thing if given the opportunity.
It was either Snorlax or Slaking.
Oh,
I definitely, personally, I favor the Snorlax pick here before I let Colin get his word in.
No, I definitely would have respected you more if you'd taken Slacking. I'd have given you props. That'd have been a lot of fun.
I'm gonna be honest, that Slurpuff pick hurts me so bad because it's like the one mon I didn't have a backup for because I didn't think anyone else would take Slurpuff of all things.
I am the only person who's ever drafted Slurpuff. I'm the only one.
That was just the first
and I
Slurpuff draft.
no, it was season 2, and I dropped it 3 weeks in for Cofagrigus. So.
Oh.
And then we see Gallade off the board, and Gallade is such a dangerous Pokemon. This thing is insane and so hard to deal with.
Psychic fighting, very much a dangerous set there.
I was gonna get him if I didn't get my choke. My starter shafted me.
Top it off, it gets Justified, which makes this thing even better. Just plus Steadfast and Sharpness make this thing even more of a monster. A raw unit, if ever there were one.
Alright, I know what mon I need to get as soon as physically possible because this thing is just incredible. Mr. Rhyme off the board. Mr. Rhyme is an interesting choice, and I actually really like the pick. Mr. Rhyme has access to Screen Cleaner, which is a unique ability that gets rid of like screens, including Aurora Veil. So Aurora Veil, Light Screen, Reflect.
Nothing is safe when Mr. Rhyme comes to town.
That's why he's the only person with a capital name.
Yeah, Mr. Rhyme is a hard counter to a lot of Pokemon.
And then we go in with the Paldean Tauros Aqua pick specifically.
Paldean Tauros Aqua is, I think, the best version of Tauros, in my opinion. With that water fighting type, Intimidate ability, access to Aqua Jet, by the way, as well as Liquidation, Wave Crash, if you want to go that route, Trailblaze, Wild Charge, Rock Slide.
Plus its unique ability, Raging Bull.
Yep, Raging Bull is a move that I think is not amazing, but the fact that it can destroy
2
screens...
minutes. Oh wait, that's me.
Oh, my Lord.
Alright, then we see Milotic off the board after that. And Milotic is a very, very tanky mon that's great for utility, but can also be a threat offensively.
Mm-hmm. We have definitely seen this thing go wild in past seasons as a really strong, bulky hitter. And then we also see, for the first time in this whole league, Houndstone.
It's not the first time. I've had it.
Has it actually? Has it ran?
Yeah, I had it. And I think season 3.
Oh. I don't know. Unfortunately, season 3 was both a clusterfuck and unfortunately the most forgettable season to me, at least.
Well, because we never finished.
Yeah, because we didn't.
It was the only one we didn't finish.
It's the only one we never finished. And Magmortar goes after it. Houndstone, though, this one I think is certainly an interesting pairing considering the apparent sand team going on with the Gaitan Gabites. But the Magmortar, another really solid special attacking Firemon going out the window here.
Oh, I guess I didn't have Houndstone season. Maybe I dropped Houndstone. I don't remember, or picked it up later. But
might have been one of the
Magmortar
pickups because I don't think we kept track of the free agency or trades there.
All right, but Magmortar is a really cool mon to see because this thing has some very high special attack at 125, as well as a pretty good moveset to go along with it. And I think it's just an absolute threat. You should always watch out for that Magmortar Thunderbolt. A lot of people don't see it coming. Same with the Scorching Sands. But it's always there waiting.
If we're talking about fire type special attackers.
Then there is the Hisuian.
Okay, Seth, this goes into the rules a little bit. My judge will be Matthew here because he knows what I've written down a little better than I do. Typhlosion Hisuian comes from Cyndaquil, giving it the same the birth parent, correct? So does that mean Typhlosion Hisuian is off the board?
If that's how we're gonna rule it, you have to ban like.
Yeah, no, we're not banning that.
No,
because
yeah,
it would
Typhlosion
ban all the
Hisuian. That's what I was wondering. I can't remember. It's one of those weird ones. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's all I was wondering.
I was pretty sure it was legal. That's why I wasn't that bummed when the original Typhlosion got taken, because I actually preferred Hisui.
Yeah, it's a split Evo, so it's a bit of a weird one.
It's the same kind of logic of having Scizor, Cleavor, Gallade, and Gardevoir.
Yeah.
It's a weird split chain there.
Even.
I mean, listen, I'm the commissioner of this damn league, and I can't fucking remember that rule. It's a weird one. I just try to get it right. That's why I ask.
Commissioner's got other people to remember rules for him. It's not his job to remember rules.
Yeah, Hisuian Typhlosion, though, is a very good mon that I think kind of goes under the radar in a lot of situations, despite being, like, pretty well known.
Then we go on to see Gudra taking the, being taken up by the Moltres Murkrows here.
Gudra off the board. Gudra is just a specially defensive beast of a Pokemon. With its 150 base special defense, 90 base HP, and no stats under 70.
Does certainly make this thing a force to be reckoned with. Especially given you got options for, especially since you've got Sap Sipper as a extra way of giving you a immunity if you're really looking that deep. Basculegion Male specifically.
Yep, Basculegion Male off the board. This thing is powerful. With Swift Swim, Adaptability, and Mold Breaker to pick between.
Top of that, it's got a real, unlike its female counterpart, this thing is a physically bulky, absolute monster. And given the fact that you get Swift Swim and Adaptability, top it off with Mold Breaker, this thing's got a pretty good ability set and a really, really good move set.
It's actually not very physically bulky at all. It's got 65 base defense.
That's why I said the male is the. I said physically bulky. Did I say physically bulky or physically aggressive?
You said bulky.
I meant to say aggressive. It's the physical hitter in the pair there, because the female Basculegion is obviously the
the special attack
hitting in the back.
They'll
hit you in the back while the male one's hitting you up front. They're throwing the car key. They're throwing the car keys. They're hitting you with their hands.
And then Okidogi off the board. Okidogi is a bit of a weird mon that I don't see used very often, but I love to see it here. This thing is a very strong attacker, 128 base attack, with its ability Toxic Chain, which makes all attacks have the ability to poison.
It certainly sets this thing up as a really solid poison stabber here. Just something that really makes it a menace as far as a stat setter.
Yeah, because it can get a hard hit off and then immediately just hit that poison for the extra damage.
Wouldn't even need something like wouldn't even need poison jab or gunk shot. Just set it up for further. Those just get a better improvement because they already do a 30% chance to poison. This just does so to badly poison. And Surfetch goes next.
Surfetched off the board. Love to see it. Surfetched is a mon that's a bit odd but understandable. With its 135 base attack, pretty strong physical moveset with access to moves of so many different typings. got Brave Bird, Close Combat, First Impression, Knockoff, Leap Blade, Poison Jab, Steel Wing if you really want to go that route.
Certainly has plenty of options going for him there.
And you also got access to defog if you really want it, as well as Sword Stance.
You want that extra little oomph there. Just something to go off of.
Yeah, so far we've got some teams that are looking pretty terrifying. And then Araquanid off the board for the Appalachian Annihilapes.
No, those are limited mon, I believe, actually.
Is Araquanid limited? I don't think so.
I think it was for this one, but I may not be entirely sure.
It's not, no.
Is it under the pins at MBL Lounge?
Oh, wait, what?
Where's the list?
Rules and regulations.
Rules and regulations.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I thought it was.
No, Araquanid, though, is a very, very powerful mon with the ability Water Bubble. That thing goes absolutely insane with water-type attacks. Because Water Bubble doubles the power of water-type attacks on top of Stab, and it can't be burned.
As a multi-time user, he does, in fact, go bonk.
Yeah, the only issue that I've got with Araquanid in terms of power is its 70 base attack, so it's basically only hitting hard with water moves. So if you ever want to counter Araquanid, just resist water.
Just resist water.
Or be immune to water.
Have that water absorb handy, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first.
It also has access to stuff like Sticky Web, so it could throw out some pretty strong entry hazards with that. As well as a plethora of different coverage moves. Then we see Obstagoon off the board, last season's Captain of the Year. Or of the season, I guess.
You better treat him good.
Dark normal type. It's got a 4 times... Well, it's 4 times weak to fighting. But it does have a lot of versatility in its moveset.
Loki says he wants to get on the network back.
Plus, getting access to both Guts and Defiant gives this thing some really aggressive pushback.
And last year's team captain of the year.
Well.
It is also, yeah. He mentioned this one being our league's team captain of last season.
Oh, I'm sorry. My wife was talking to me, so I didn't hear that part.
Oh my!
And let's not forget about 2 very important dark type status moves: Parting Shot and Obstruct. Don't sleep on Obstruct. That move is insane. On contact, it's -2 defense to the opponent.
Plus, Parting Shot is a really good knock him down while you peek out. Kind of swap around. Kind of pivot there.
Obstruct also prevents swapping, right?
I don't
no.
think so.
No, it is just a protection move.
Oh.
And Hisuian Braviary off the board. Love seeing this thing. I dropped it a few seasons ago, but it still holds a special place in my heart regardless of that.
Second Flying is certainly a strange typing when it comes to Pokemon. You either get something really solid or you get something like Xatu.
And let's not forget about its signature move, Esper Wing, with a high crit rate and a 100% chance to raise its speed by 1.
Gives this thing a really good means of putting in the work.
And access to U-turn to pivot out if you really need to, as well as a whole lot of good moves.
It's got a good moveset, that's for sure. And we see another evolution leave the field here with Vaporeon going to the Cobb County Pinecos.
Hey guys, did you know that in terms... okay, anyway, Vaporeon... very tanky mon, just an absolute special tank with 95 base special attack and 130 base HP. This thing can just this thing can tank so much if built specially, as well as access to Yawn, access to Wish, Protect obviously.
It's got utility, it's got aggression, and it's got survivability. This
And
thing
it's got
is
acid armor, if you know what I'm saying.
I really wish I didn't.
I'm the worst, I know.
You are the
it's
bad side of the
certainly
internet, my
Board
friend.
for the Arizona Heat Trans. What was that called?
You are the bad side of the internet, my friend.
Here, I thought that was my job, but
I couldn't help it. Arctozolt off the board. That thing is incredible in snow, and we all know what the Arizona Heat Trans are building at this point.
it is in fact snowing outside for them, and they're looking to make it everybody else's problem with the team they're building here.
With
There's probably
access to-
2 solid mons that have still not popped up for them, and I'm curious if they'll actually still pick them. But
With access to Bolt Beak, which doubles its power if it moves before the target. This
it
thing
is in
is
fact just
it is dangerous, that's for sure.
these are in fact the cases here.
As well as access to Slush Rush, which doubles its speed in snow.
It is truly a perfect sight to see, but the one team that I'm genuinely surprised hasn't made an appearance yet, despite the fact that we've got just about every weather set under the sun right now. That's the one
It's
that's
sun.
missing.
Yeah. We have not seen any sort of Sun teams built so far.
Man.
There's Nidoking off the board.
King!
Nidoking is just a powerful mon.
A really solid sheer force mon as well, with a whole host of really solid moves to make this thing a genuine just monster.
And it can be built very well both special. I can't speak apparently. It can be built very well both specially and physically. This thing has a lot that it can do. It's more about what you choose to do with it. It's also got power up punch if you wanted to go a different route besides sheer force, such as poison point. Poison point, power up punch, that's a lot of P's. That alliteration's kind of crazy.
It goes a little hard.
I call this one the PP.
Crickets.
Anyway, sorry guys.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Then a
and there's
Ninjask.
Ninjask
My
off the board for
God.
the Canton Cradilies. With a little note to Anthony on that.
That's who I thought that's who I knew you'd be surprised to see come in.
The baton pass is banned.
I know, I'm cooking.
I hope so, because
The wrong
Ninja
ending on that.
says,
Would you say, I'm cooked?
He might be cooking, he's just not in the kitchen yet, so wait for that to happen.
Ninjask out here, one of the fastest mons in the game with 160 base speed.
Does that mean Ninja's banned?
No.
No.
no, you would have to take
It wouldn't-
Ninkata.
Yeah, if you wanted to Ninja Band, you'd have to take Ninkata.
Alright.
But Ninjask
Cleaver.
also has the ability Speed Boost, I'd like to add, to make it even faster.
Doubly the fastest mod in the game.
Well, it's slower than Regieleki, but
Well.
but
No
the
one's
Rome
tracked
Rome's
to really
going with
top out there.
Cleavor, which is a mon that I thought was going to go much earlier, honestly.
It
Cleavor
is certainly not one I expected to be this late in the running, but
Cleavor is a mon that has a lot of power with 135 base attack, as well as access to sheer force or sharpness, depending on which route you want to go with it. And its signature move, Stone Axe, sets Stealth Rock onto the target side of the field. Just absolute insanity. As well as
If
for
the name
some
of the
reason,
game
this
was
thing-
hazard setting, you definitely get some aggressive setting here.
This thing gets access to Roost, which you
Which
wouldn't
is
think by looking at it, but it
wild.
makes sense because it evolves from Scyther.
It is wild when you first see this thing. But, again, it's a Scyther evolution. So, it's okay. Then Dracozolt following up. Now, this one is surely an interesting one in my book, at least.
I think Dracozolt is a great pick. Makes a lot of sense.
2 minutes.
Especially with that Bolt Beak coming back in. We talked about it earlier. Bolt Beak is an incredible move. And Scarfed Bolt Beak, or if you can get it in Sand Rush as well. Just absolute insanity.
Given the Gaitan Gabites build, that seems to be their case, so good solid picking on their part, with Donphan right up behind them.
Yeah, Donphan is a very good mon for utility as well as power. It can do both to some extent because it has access to Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, Toxic, or you could go the route where it's got Trailblaze, it's got Ice Spinner, it's got Knockoff, Play Rough, Poison Jab. This thing has so much you could do with it.
Kind of crazy we haven't seen the MVP yet, have
We have not, in fact, seen the MVP yet.
We have not
Or
seen
the
them
runner-up
yet.
for MVP, for that matter.
Nope. Neither one.
I'm not certain anyone can get the runner-up anymore because I don't know if anybody else has their slots available to them, other than maybe some of the rooks.
No, there were plenty of people who've got it.
Well, a lot of people used the limitless slot in the first round. I think 4 or 5 people did. Everything
Yeah,
but
but that still leaves like
You
another
being one of them.
and then
7
2
people
can't
or
use
so.
it. So yeah, sure, half the
That
league.
still leaves another 5 people or so.
I'm not interested in the wing. Get him out of here.
All right, and then we see Claydol coming out from the Parry Persians. Claydol is a very bulky mon that you can do a lot with.
It's also a really solid screen setter.
It's just overall solid. Honestly, I don't
It's-
have a whole lot to say about it besides it is a solid Pokemon that has a lot of options.
Who's mad at me?
Not much
Colin,
can be said about
make me
the.
mad.
Not much can be said about this very modest pick here. Golisopod, though, that. Huh.
Say that again, Seth.
Golisopod.
Gliscopod
Yeah,
is a
you
mon
stole my
that-
guy.
Gliscopod is a mon that, if not for its ability, would be so good.
It is certainly held back solely by that, and to much its own detriment. It is, sir. You are in fact correct to say this is one of the mons that could benefit from getting a change up in that regard. Emergency
Yeah.
X really breaks this mon's ability to stand up in a proper fight.
So, with Gliscopod, 125 base attack, 140 base defense, but the problem with it is emergency exit with 40 base speed, which oftentimes means it will not be able to get a move off before it gets knocked down and out of the fight.
Comes in, gets bowled over, leaves. That's pretty much how it rolls.
However, if you can get it running, this thing can be insane, especially with first impression on its side.
A Alolan Executor to follow up here.
Alolan Executor is a mon that I think is pretty underrated, being a grass dragon type.
We'll never
It's got
live
a
this thing's
complete
stupid,
ice.
dumpy little design down, but the results
Yep.
it does pull, unfortunately, make this thing a viable option.
You had a chance to have Appleton, man. You had
The
a chance.
long neck luminary.
Appleton doesn't have Trick Room.
But Appleton is Appleton.
Or it doesn't have Teleport.
Yeah, I know. You're going to be running that thing, Wish Teleport, Trick Room.
Or with.
Yep. Alolan Executor is a mon
Link
that's
Slay.
pretty good trick room setter, but it's also got 125 base special attack that you should not sleep on. As well as the ability Harvest. So you
Draco
can pretty much infinitely run it with
Oh, that one's not.
citrus
That one's not
berries.
one that I'm. River Room is definitely not the one that I'm thinking was a snipe in my case, but it is one I'm very happy to see on the pick list. I
Also,
very much was hoping to see somebody grab this.
Quick note about Alolan Executor, real quick. Don't forget that it has Moon Knight on top of the. Sorry, Moonlight on top of that Harvest. Marvel Rivals on the
No,
line.
Moon-
Goddamn.
You've been doing too much of it.
Yep. Then we see Revavroom off the board. By the way, it's Revavroom. Weirdly enough, I actually never noticed that second V for the longest time.
Yes, it's River Room. Because it's
With access to
it is
shift gear.
revving and it vrooms because car.
Yeah, access to shift gear, but that 4 times weakness to ground can be pretty rough. But it also has parting shot, so don't sleep on that. Then we see Nidoqueen off the board. Nidoqueen, very similar to Nidoking in a lot of ways, but more bulky, less attack. Can do a lot, that's for sure. Then we see Mega Absol off the board. I love Mega Absol. I've had it on one of my teams before. Magic Bounce is such a good ability, but the thing is so powerful.
It is certainly up there.
150 base attack, 115 base speed. Even if you want to run it special, it's got 115 base special attack.
With the
But it is
ability
also-
the ability to calm mind itself, so
It is also very frail.
frail it
So
is.
keep that
Frail it
in
is.
mind. But it does have access to a lot of utility in terms of Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, Thunder Wave.
We
He
were talking
did it.
about the slacking over. We were
There's-
talking about the slack egg earlier. Here it is.
The slacking off the board
Yo, my
with
boy.
its 670 BST, but its ability Truant is a pretty rough one.
Don't matter. Slack King go. Brrr.
All right, so
Listen. Truant basically cancels out Giga Impact's recharge, so it's fine.
note to self: when I play against Jose, bring a Ghostmon with Protect. Anyway, so slacking is a mon that I feel like is just an absolute nuke, but has a very, very significant weakness in its ability.
Voice band, Giga Impact. Woo!
So it can be very hit or miss, is what I'll say about it. And then we see Galarian Wheezing off the board for the Gaitan Gabites. Galarian Wheezing is a mon that I had last season that put in some work when I needed it. That thing is so underrated and has so much utility as well as some power if you really need it.
Oh, Jesus.
You are certainly looking for a
I give it a 6.
solid bulky bit here with a lot of utility. Galarian Wheezing is definitely one that I would favor in this case. Needs some bulky,
Galarian
look for some
Weezing.
utility. This thing.
Is a mon that a lot of people aren't even going to look at
typically,
because its moveset and stat spread is so weird. It's a really, really weird stat spread, 100%, and moveset. But with its abilities, Levitate, Neutralizing Gas, and Misty Surge, don't sleep on that one. A lot can do well with it.
What is that fucking drawing, dude?
Wait, what happened?
In the
art.
lounge.
Lounge.
It's art.
Oh.
That's what it is. Beautiful.
Bro, he's got the boot too.
Conveys emotion. That's what it does.
It conveys emotion.
That's so good. I
It's
love
good.
that.
That is awesome, is what that is.
That is incredible. All right, but anyway.
Hey yo,
This
fair eyes, freaking Golden Go. Wow.
The Rome
Just
Rotoms
read.
are running out of time here.
Me, that's on me. Hold on.
Ticking.
Oh, wrong chat.
Put it in the wrong chat.
Wrong chat.
Sorry, I was too busy
Embed
laughing
fail.
at the.
All right, Rune Regus off the board. So, Rune Regus is another really weird mon, but I think it can be incredibly powerful when used well. It's very defensive, with 145 base defense, 105 base special defense, but only 58 base HP. So you kind of have to use it very creatively in a lot of ways. 95 base attack, but low speed at 30. Its ability Wandering Spirit allows it to swap abilities with opponents upon contact. And its moveset is definitely something a bit odd, but keep in mind that it has access to body press with that 145 base defense. And it also has access to haze. And if you really want to get weird with it, even though it only has 50 base special attack, it does have access to Nasty Plot as well as Calm Mind.
And now coming up behind it, personal favorite of mine for the fossil mons of Gen 4, Rampardos.
Rampardos is a mon that I actually strongly considered. I love Rampardos.
This is my favorite
but
draft.
It goes
since
to
we've
the
done this.
Canton Radiales.
I gotta keep up the Fossilmon vanity, you know?
Oh my goodness.
Rampardos is a mon that has massive attack at 165. Absolutely massive. But it suffers from being only 60 base defense, only 50 base special defense, and only 58 base speed. But it also has the ability Sheer Force.
And Galvantula is on the limit list.
I just checked the thing. It didn't say on the whoa.
No, Galvantula is not on the limit list anymore.
Is it not?
Yeah, it was Archaludon, Incineroar, Grimmsnarl, Ogerpon, Skeledirge, Regieleki, Slitherwing.
Yep.
My
It was
baby
the original
Galvantula-
one, but I took it off because my reasoning was, even though it's been used a lot, and that's why we put it on the limit list to start with, I took it off because if we get to see a Galvantula MVP season, I will take that every day of the week.
I think
Do it.
everybody would be more than fine if we got a Galvantula MVP season.
It'd be perfect.
The fact that it's on the fact that it's K-Sid's team, that makes it. Are we gonna be watching another? Are we gonna watching another one of his victories?
So Galvantula is a dangerous mon, and it does one thing better than anything else, and that is Sticky Web. This thing is an absolute menace with Sticky Web, but also don't sleep on its other moves. It does have access to Energy Ball, a plethora of electric and bug type moves, and just a whole lot of pain. As well as Thunder Wave, Volt Switch, just so much.
2 minutes.
Oh, that puts me on the board, doesn't it?
Yep.
Now's the point where I should tell you guys my next pick, just to see if any of you will snipe it.
Okay.
Oh, if you're curious. Anthony, should I?
It's really
No,
quiet
you
over
definitely
here.
shouldn't. Yeah, don't.
Remember what I said about Ledian. That's all I got to say.
No, it's in fact not Ledian.
I just wanted to see if it was anything on my list, so I could just type
Oh,
that
I
in
can
real
guarantee you
quick.
it's not. It's just this high up because I kind of really want it now. I don't think.
You'd be
I don't think
surprised
it's
what's on my list.
Given who you've picked so far, I'm pretty certain it's not, unless you saved some like weirdos.
Oh, I saved some weirdos.
It's Obi. Unfortunately, there is always enough weirdos to be grabbed.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, I'm between picking two of them, and I'm debating which is more important.
I have a feeling I know
Uno
exactly who this
momento.
is. If this is one of your
Yeah.
weirdos, I know exactly who this is.
Me?
Yes.
All right, were you expecting this?
That's not a weirdo. God, you aren't even
Yeah,
trying.
no, this is one of my
I don't think he can take that.
No, he
What?
cannot. No,
He cannot. It is all the.
Andrew went Hisui and Quillfish.
Oh, is it on the limit list?
No, it's
No, I
it's
have it.
pre-evolution
I have
got taken.
Hisui and Quillfish as my starter.
Damn. Okay.
Pre-evo mons can't be
Someone
used.
didn't pay attention to the starters.
Edit.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even check the starters.
42 seconds.
Edit. Haha.
Tornadus.
Tornadius.
He said,
Tornadoes off the board.
A weird way to spell tornadoes. That's all I know.
It's a Tornadus.
Tornadus.
Or Tornado.
Yeah, guys. It was
Man,
tornadoes
that's
the
a
whole
niter.
time. Trust me. He was just he stole Zoroark's ability for a sec.
Listen, all I know is 11 people can follow rules.
Okay, listen.
Oh my god.
Someone was bound to mess up at some point with how many captains there are.
The coolest bug type they ever made that wasn't Volcarona.
Oh my god, I love Vikavolt so much.
That's a goated call right there. Volcarona on top, but Vikavolt is up there.
Yes,
No.
sir.
Volcarona's not on top. I'm sorry.
Is that a Reed angry face?
Reed angry face.
Reed
It is a
Vikavolt
Yes.
is an amazing choice. I love Vikavolt so much. I
Literally sitting on
had
my
it
team
in
because I was
season
going to draft
2. It's so good, so strong. Let's talk about Vikavolt's special attack being 145 for a second, as well as having Levitate.
Yes. Its BST is only
It's,
508 because they give it 40 speed.
We're
it's got
already getting both
43.
the. That's
Yeah.
a wild
Logan,
that
you
both
are on the board.
electric and bug type, both electric bug type Pokemon have been picked here, and Dragalge follows right after.
Dragalge is another one of those very odd Pokemon, but it has a lot of utility and can be used very well. I know that's a term that I've used a lot this round, but if you look at it, Flip Turn, Haze, Toxic Spikes if you want to go the hazard route. This thing is...
This is super especially bulky, right?
This thing's very tricky, that's for sure. And 123 special defense is nothing to sleep on.
Oh, and 90 defense. It's not even not physically bulky.
Yeah, 65 base HP is a little rough, but manageable.
It's not Shuckle.
It ended up being in the top 10 list rankings last season, so it is a good mon.
Kilowattrel off the board, and I think this thing is criminally underrated.
The poor man's Zapdos.
It's the poor man Zapdos.
But it is very good with access to competitive wind power and volt absorb. So basically, one thing it can do is it could start a tailwind itself to double its speed and get a special attack boost.
Then Infernape to follow up.
I was looking at Infernape.
Infernape is a good Pokemon, that's for sure. It's got 104 in attack and special attack, so you could run it either way, as well as access to both Bulk Up and Calm Mind. And can't forget about Fake Out as well. This thing has a dangerous moveset. It's got U-Turn. It's got Swords Dance. It's got Slack Off for some reason, which is something I was discussing with someone pretty recently. It's got Nasty Plot.
Should get Slack off? That's wild.
Yeah, I know.
Just don't give this Pokemon to
Shit's
me.
crazy.
Good lord. I cannot use Infernape to save my life. If I have it, it'll go negative. It's just guaranteed at this point.
Didn't that happen last season?
It happened last season. I had it back in season 2, and it was negative, even though I went to the championship that year. I was not good with it.
This didn't work out for you, did it, Colin?
It was meant to die. That is all I brought it for.
And there's Senna Scorch off the
There's a
board.
lot of fire
love
going
Senna
out
Scorch.
here. A lot of fire going out here, I'm noticing.
Senna Scorch is a mon that I really, really love. It's able to set up well with Coil. It does have a pretty limited moveset, but the limit that it has is still something that it can do a lot with.
For it.
Stealth Rocks beware, though. Jesus.
It's certainly one of those that suffers from the wrath of the hazards.
Yeah, heavy duty boots goes kind of crazy though. I'm just saying.
This goes a little hard.
And you don't get choice banned.
Although one notable thing about it is one of the few bug types without U-turn.
Oh, I don't know.
And Decidueye is gone now.
Decidueye off the board, and Decidueye is one of those mons that it can also be like a physical or special attacker with 107 attack, 100 special attack. It's pretty specially bulky as well. Grass Ghost, it can do a lot offensively while still being able to hold its own defensively.
Certainly able to wall out, that's for sure.
Alright. I actually need to replace Overcall in my list real quick.
Like 2 minutes.
Light Panic.
You take all the time you need because I'm not sure what I'm going to pick. So you're good. You take all the time you need.
Oh, that means I should hurry. Understood.
You're taking a false negative here.
Alright. Do I think that mon will last on the board, though? Oh, there are two mons that I'm worried about being taken.
Well, you should definitely worry about that one.
If you think it's a good mon, then don't worry about it for me.
Oh, okay,
I think you should definitely worry about it if it's for Seth.
No, this is an objectively bad mon.
Objectively bad.
I think I need this before someone else takes it. Rotom Heat.
Rotom Heat.
Ooh.
It's 2 Rotoms out.
Yep. Rotom Heat off the board, and I gotta say, Rotom Heat, I think besides Wash, is probably the best Rotom.
Sniper, get down!
Rotom Heat is going to do a lot of what Rotom Wash did for me last season with access to Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split. But it also has access to Overheat instead of Hydro Pump. But can't forget about Defog, Hex, Thunderwave, all kinds of just fun stuff. And don't forget about them trick sets either. I ran those a few times last season.
There's certainly one to keep an eye out on. That is for darn sure.
I think I just lost what I was about to pick.
I want to windmill slam my next one.
Windmill slam the next one.
My next couple picks are actually coming up soon. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Anthony should just about be done with his draft if he isn't all the way done with it.
I am done with my draft. Yeah.
Wow, Arizona
already out. Wow.
Yeah, I made a pretty big trade with Anthony for those who didn't see it.
He ended up getting
It was,
4 swaps with them.
It was crazy.
I traded up for the bridge.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I think he was one of the fastest.
Alligator.
Every pick is becoming my new favorite pick. I am so happy. Cannot understand how happy I am.
And this thing is so dangerous with that sheer force Dragon Dance combination.
Surely makes it a really solid makes it a really solid mon for this.
It has all kinds of strong moves in Earthquake. It's got Waterfall, as well as Liquidation if you'd rather go that route. Rock
As I believe
Slide.
he just stated that Sheer Force, if you didn't already, Sheer Force makes all of this insanely insanely hard to swing over.
All right, here it comes, gamers.
Actually, Liquidation's just better with Sheer Force. What am I saying?
He's definitely
Alolan Golem. That's the one I was not expecting to see picked. And I respect it so much.
Honestly, I would have respected it more if it was a regular Golem, the better version.
I don't know. I'm kind of. I like the Alolan Golem pick. I'm kind of with Obi.
Listen, I wanted a usable shitmon. I'll be.
We wanted something. We wanted something with a little bit of shit, but we wanted something that we could make the shit out of.
Sandbell's bad.
I don't know what you're talking
Look,
about.
I
Weakness
really
policy
like
Golem, perfect.
I really like the Stalin mustache Golem.
It's great.
The fact
This
that it's like
thing
metal iron shavings that make the mustache is just peak.
This thing is something else.
Orbital.
You could run it with. You could run it with Autotomize, Weakness Policy, Sturdy, and this thing can absolutely just go crazy. It also has access to Full Switch. Keep that in mind. Orbital off the board next.
Another really solid utility mon.
Orbital is a very good screen setter. That is its main thing. But it does also have access to sticky webs. Don't forget about that. And it's got U-turn. It can be run as a Trick Room mon. It has recover.
It is, as I said, a really good utility mod.
Yeah, with that 60 base HP, it's a little rough, but 110 defense, 120 special defense makes up for it.
May not have a whole lot of health for somebody looking to drain this thing dry, but damn it if it's not going to stand up to whatever thing you throw at it. Especially if it gets to pop off those screens.
Oh no, I don't terribly have interest in training it dry, but to each their own.
Reuniclus.
Reuniclus off the board. I love Reuniclus.
Are you? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Reuniclus is probably somewhere in my top 20 favorite Pokemon. This mon has so much that it can do. With Overcoat, Magic Guard, Regenerator, its abilities are just A1. And it's got access to Trick Room, it's got access to Thunder Wave, it's got access to Toxic, Trick, or you could run it a different route. It's got Acid Armor, Calm Mind, Stored Power. I'm just saying.
It's got some stuff it can do, and I think that's more than enough in this case.
And Dusknoir off the board.
Personally, I'm surprised it wasn't Dusclops, but...
Can't use Dusknoir. Can't use Dusknoir.
Oh, it was Dusclops today.
Does someone have Dusclops?
Yeah,
Yes.
I got Dusclops on the wheel thing.
Yep, another captain pick.
So Jose, pick again. Just edit your message.
Repick.
What, who would ever have to do that? What?
That's crazy.
It couldn't be me. What? No, I didn't do the same thing. Trust me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mega Manectric.
Mega Manectric off the board. This thing is very, very powerful. Very, very fast. With that 135 in both special attack and speed. The one thing it lacks, though, is versatility.
It is certainly a one-trick pony, if you ask me.
And yet we allow hidden power, so...
Yeah, T-Bolt Flamethrower Hidden Power goes hard. That's a lot of coverage.
It does have access to hidden power. However, hidden power is only 60 base power. So
Here, I thought I was the only one who could track this thing. That's wild.
There goes a Bastiodon for the parry version. Alright, Colin, I need you to not pick a couple things in particular. But Bastiodon for the okay, I already see your pick, Colin, we're good. Bastiodon for the parry Persians is definitely a pick of all time. One of the picks of all time. I will confirm that. rock
It is.
steel, so it's 4 times weak to ground and fighting.
Though it is also a absolute wall when it comes to being able to just face tank anything.
Except for ground and fighting.
Well, sturdy sure makes up for that factor. Sturdy gives it the, despite the fact it doesn't have a whole lot for HP, much like what we were talking
Bastiodon
about
is
there.
definitely one of the mons of all time. And then we see Raikou coming up next. Raikou is a great mon. Definitely
personal
a very
favorite.
good mon.
My personal favorite of the legendary beasts.
I think
It is awesome.
Here, I'll let you talk about it while I'm thinking about what to pick.
Raikou is certainly a really good special hitter. It's also got pretty good survivability to it, and well, I made some use of this thing in my last season. This one is pretty much same for abilities as Entei, Pressure, Inner Focus, so don't really get much out of it, but its moveset I feel like is where it really shines. Being able to, 1, Volt Switch to pivot is huge. Extreme Speed. If you want to run this thing, you're really dead set on making this thing physical, you could do that. Well, you also have the strange ability to run this with...
Minute and a half.
Y'all ready for a sleeper mon that I think everyone forgot existed?
Is it the sleeper mon?
Don't you take my.
Oh,
Halo.
I saw a video on
Halo
YouTube
go.
recently,
Halo go. All right. That's definitely not one I expected. That is a weird one if I ever saw one.
Listen,
rock
weird
poison
goes
type.
hard.
109 base HP, 127 base special attack, 131 base special defense, 103 base speed. With a really weird moveset that just works. As well as access to Meteor Beam if I want to run it that way. Dazzling Gleam, Psychic, Sludge Wave, Sludge Bomb, Thunderbolt.
Gunk shot.
Gunk Shot
Not
with its
great on it.
53 base
Just-
attack.
I know, but just to mention it, another random mon getting a random gunk shot. Let's go, guys.
Well, it's a poison type.
Yeah, but what makes it gunky?
Poison?
No.
Thunderwave and Stealth Rock, by the way.
Ooh, that's yucky.
And oh yeah, I'm still on the board. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab that.
Grab that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that one. This was a last second addition to the team for me.
What is it now? Enamorous Therian.
Good thing.
I respect the pick. I do respect the pick.
I grabbed the Turtle Genie.
This strange, silly turtle.
Enamorous Therian.
The only Therian on this side of the tiers, by the way.
You, right?
Yep.
Enamorous
Yeah.
Therian, fairy flying with some pretty insane base stats when you really look at it. This thing is very tanky with 135 base special attack. And it is a demon against Trick Room teams.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
46 base speed.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yep.
It is certainly a sleeper when it comes to the Trick Rooms. And Chestnut,
Ooh.
grabbing a returner for his set here.
Yep. Chestnut off the board. This thing is pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie to you.
This feels like a really good end of the draft for me, being able to pick up Raikou and Chestnut.
Oh, the Raikou pick is hard at the end of the draft.
It's definitely up there.
Wait, how many picks do we get in the draft?
So we get 10.
Yes,
So,
and
Plus your original starting one.
so you'll have
Your
11
your
overall.
NFC. I have 2 more. I
Why
meant
does
the.
it seem like I have 11 picks?
Well, if you do, that might have been a mistake.
I'm wrong. I'm dumb. Never mind. I still had Galvantula on there.
Oh.
2 minutes.
I was so confused for a second. It's like, wait, what?
Miss
going on here?
Magius.
My go.
All right. Noivern and Miss Magius both off the board. Solid Mons. Miss Magius is a pretty solid, just special Mon in general. High special attack, high special defense, high speed. But on the other side of the board, low HP, low attack, low defense. So there's a lot that can be done with it, but you got to use it pretty well. And then we also got Noivern off the board. This thing is very fast. Access to Boom Burst. Access to Dragon Dance if you want to go that route with the 70 base attack, but... And access to U-Turn does make it a very just good mon overall.
That set it up to be a pretty solid run there. Certainly has one of the most, for a ghost type, it certainly has one of the most diverse move sets of the tier here.
Sorry, I'm still trying to
Aww.
replace Overquill. Oh, yeah, I know what to replace it with. Perfect. Alright, Crustle off the board. And I love me some Crustle. This thing gets Shell Smash and can be an absolute menace under the right.
He's not a goat, he's a crab.
Okay. He also has access to the ability Sturdy. So if you really want to, you could run Shell Smash, Sturdy, and whatever item you really want on top of that. So he could be just insane. Or if you'd rather run Weak Armor to raise his speed even higher, with a Focus Sash on him with that Shell Smash, could be insane. Silvally normal. I did not see that one coming.
Understand now that Silvally normal is off the board, and no one else can take Silvally. That is off the
It's a dead
off
pick.
the reservation for everybody.
So Silvally is basically Diet Arceus with 95 in every base stat, as well as its signature move Multi-Attack, which is a 120 base power normal type move.
Being able
its type varies based on the type that it is.
Yep.
So Valley Normal doesn't have a held item inherently, so you can change it up.
Yep.
Yep.
It makes it a very useful way of having a one of every type, essentially.
I'm sorry, I just saw that. Silvally normal, the fish. I fucking can't.
Alright, time for another weird one. Let me make sure that's how you spell it. Yeah, it's double P's.
Defogger and a pretty good parting shot user, just saying.
That's true.
These are in
And
fact true. These are in
my
fact
goat
true.
that's not appeared in any tournament ever to my knowledge.
Grapple Lock. I love Grapple Lock so much. This thing is so fun. So, Grapple Locked is one of those mons. At first glance, you look at it and it's like, what does this thing even do? But it's got pretty passable defenses. 80 HP, 90 defense, 80 special defense. And once you figure out some ways to use it, it has some very, very creative usage. And let's talk about its signature move, Octo Lock, for a second, which I think is criminally underrated under the right circumstances. It traps the target and lowers the target's defense and special defense by 1 each turn, which on its own does not sound amazing. And you look at Grapple Lock's moveset a little bit. It has access to Rest, it has access to Pain Split, which is more the point here, is Pain Split. So you can use Grap Lock to trap an opponent in, and then just
2 minutes.
absolutely decimate it over time, then end it with a Sucker Punch. Grap Locked is one of those mons that can just suck the life out of an opponent, and just...
It is casing on the board.
Yeah, I'm having to think real hard. I'm sorry.
Grap Locked is one of those mons that needs the right circumstances, but in the right circumstances, it can be a powerhouse and a threat.
He's probably not coming to every game, but the games he does, he's cooking.
It'll make some people hurt for it.
Yes, we do this.
Grap Locked is a mon that can be used to neutralize a specific mon on the opponent's team. And just put in some crazy work. And we see Star Raptor off the board.
Not to be confused with Staraptor.
Not to be
Yep. Oh my gosh. So Star Raptor off the board.
I'm sorry, I'm a
120 base
failure.
attack, 100 base speed.
Hey.
This thing is definitely a bit of a nuke. And
In
can
my
be
opinion,
used
it is
very
better
well.
swallow. I'm gonna say it.
Alright.
It's better swallow.
And that puts me on the board.
Okay. Or in fact on the clock.
Do I drop it now or do I save it for the last pick to surprise everyone?
You pick it last.
I mean, you're not going to take mine, so I'm not.
My last mon is decent actually, so maybe you pick the better one.
I'll throw this one in.
Alolan Mock.
I'm not surprised by that one. He's pretty solid.
Especially since you
here's
went over
actually the last
Overfill, it
edition.
feels pretty natural to go against Alolan Buck next.
Yeah, Alolan Muck was actually not my first choice. Alolan Muck filled the Overcall spot because same typing, similar sort of just what it does. But Alolan Muck has some stuff that makes it a little bit unique.
Gonna have to rethink that. Gonna have to rethink that.
It's too high, and
Alex.
Mega Heracross off the board.
can't take it. It's in UU.
Mega Heracross not off the board.
Mega Heracross
Not viable on the board.
Okay, hold on. That's my apologies.
And remember, y'all, do make sure you're only allowed to take one mega. I don't know who has a mega. You'd have to kind of check your own boards and be paying attention to that. You can only have one.
What if we take no megas?
If you take no megas, that's fine. You just can't.
Then you kick out.
Hello,
multiple
Sam.
megas.
What if
you
we
take
take
no megas,
1.5
yes.
megas?
Huh.
That is legal. You can take 1.5.
Okay, so you can get a mega and
Get-
Meganium. Got it.
That's what I'm saying.
You get Meganium.
I
Yeah,
can't
so-
get Meganium because I already have Mega Pidgeot.
Maybe getting it could in fact be getting a mega next game.
You're so
Alright.
right.
Palisand
Could
off the
in
board.
fact see Mega Meganium because we're already gonna see Mega Dragonite.
So Palisand, I feel like, is one of those mons that you always have to worry about on an opponent's team. It doesn't look too threatening at first, but then you look at the ability Water Compaction, and the raising defense 2 stages after it's damaged by a Water-type move is kind of crazy. It doubles its defense after being hit by a Water-type move, and it does have access to the move Shore Up, which can be pretty insane, especially in Sandstorm, where Shore Up actually restores 2/3 of its health rather than just half.
Oh.
Anyway.
All right, Logan, listen here, you fat person. Why? Why? Why?
Alright, learning from his boss. Someone's learning for his boss here.
So
Brilliant
Golurk,
frick.
Boss, I'm good.
Wrong
so
boss.
Golurk is a mon that definitely
I was referring to the
can be
reaction.
good with Iron Fist and No Guard. But let's talk about the ability Klutz for a second. So, fun fact about the ability Klutz, and Golurk in particular. Golurk gets the ability Trick, right? Now, keep in mind, Klutz, this Pokemon's held item, has no effect. Hear me out. Item, Assault Vest. Ability, Klutz. Move, Trick.
Ah, that's cute.
Creation, destroy.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
I just wanted to point it out.
He felt the need to make it known for everybody here.
And for some reason, Golurk can't learn Fly, despite the anime making it canon that he can.
He does learn Fly. I won a game like that in season 1.
Does he actually?
Yeah, he
learn
learns Fly.
Is there a
He does.
certain season? Is there a certain game where he doesn't? I swear I tried getting him Fly one time.
Scroll down to usually useless moves.
Togedemaru.
Well,
Never
I think
mind.
in original Black and White he couldn't get Fly, but in everything after Black and White 2 he could get Fly. There's just something
So
weird. I know what you're
Togedemaru off
talking
the
about.
board.
There's-
I love this draft so much. Y'all are amazing, and I appreciate each and every one of you, mostly. Not elaborating. Anyway,
Completely non-platonic.
so Togedemaru is a mon that
Hey, I got
has
a
a
ticket
lot of
for you to
fun
Georgia anytime.
gimmicks. It does have access to both U-turn and Volt Switch, so it can swap out either way there. It has access to Zing Zap, which is a pretty crazy flinching move. 30% chance to flinch with 80 base power. It has access to Nuzzle, which guaranteed para. It has access to Fake Out, which guaranteed flinch with priority. This thing can just be a menace to deal with, and it has the ability Sturdy. So you can take advantage of that.
And there's the Skeledirge pick.
There's the Dirge
Bottom-
off the board in the last
pick.
round.
Let's pick for the first pick for the last round here. Skeledirge leaves the open availability here.
You know, I
That's
want to
the
say,
last
in the
pick goes
first
hard.
round, if I wasn't able to get the bridge, if I wasn't able to make that trade, Skeledirge was my second choice. So seeing it fall all the way to the last round is shocking to me. This thing is insane with the ability Unaware, the move, its signature move, Torch Song, access to Yawn, access to, what is it, Slack Off, just access to Will-O-Wisp and Hex. It gets Earth Power and Alluring Voice. This thing can just do so much.
Press, my baby.
Lapras off the board. Lapras was one that I strongly looked at and nearly decided to grab earlier. Lapras
If he wasn't
is,
taking it, I was. I'm just saying.
Lapras is definitely one of the mons that I love using so much. And don't sleep on Dragon Dance Lapras. That thing can go absolutely insane, as many of you have seen from me.
Before I
It
send
is
my pick real quick.
Truly
Colin,
a fun little monster
got,
in its own
Alex?
right.
I've been talking about this guy since you invited me to this league.
Do it, man.
It's time for Durant MVP.
Hell yeah.
There's Kevin. That's all. There's Kevin.
He actually got sniped in the last round. This is awful.
Crazy.
Yep, Durant off the board. This little ant can pull off so much.
I should have picked him above Graph Locked.
Lotta shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Alright. And that puts me on the board.
Does.
Your second to last pick. Good lord, Obi.
Cryogonal.
Cryogonal off the board. This is one that I've been wanting to draft for a long time, but always gets sniped. Cryogonal is a mon that I really, really love using. 80 base HP, 105 base speed, 135 base special defense, access to rapid spin, access to freeze dry. It gets ice shard if you really want to go that route. It gets recover, so it could be built very bulky. It could be used for so much. It's got access to haze. It has levitate by default. Aurora Veil if you're worried about snow.
It's got a lot of solid runs there.
And it can also be used to set screens. Oh, and don't forget about defog. Also has defog.
This is by far the most bug types I have ever seen in a draft.
Bug, dark, fire.
Oh, the bug types aren't done yet either.
I don't believe. I can see it. There's a couple more, but it's a little wild. Alex has made sure that he is going to be the bug type gym leader too. I think he's got 3 on his team right now.
We do our next.
I don't know which one to go with.
We do our next monotype top 10.
Go with A. Option A.
I'm going with option A then.
Should definitely do option D.
Option A.
Mega
speed.
reptile off the board. I have used this thing, and it is definitely a force to be reckoned with. 145 special attack, 145 speed, 110 attack. Let's not sleep on that. And access to Dragon Dance on top of that. This thing is deadly. Absolutely just lethal if you get it set up.
It can dance with something else also.
It does have Source Dance.
Yeah, sure, that's
Can
what he's talking
confirm.
about.
Well,
Wasn't aware
it's
Lab
sad
Dance
that
was a
Durant was
Pokemon
taken,
move.
and I will pick something completely separate from it.
Proceeds to immediately grab Fortress.
I thought about it.
Just cheat and grab Scizor.
Scizor has never been drafted before in 6 seasons. Not
Well, I
mega
drafted
or
him.
regular.
Well, I
Alright,
tried to
where's
make
the
a
Scavalier?
Who?
Me.
When?
That's
Let's see, I had Mega Scizor, Landorus Therian, Thunderous,
season 2?
yeah, Azumarill.
In your season 3?
Alright. Oh,
Yeah,
Stack
season 3.
Okay, I don't
Attack.
give 2 damns about
Give me the
season 3.
Taka. Give me the Taka.
Don't you see them calling? You can't take
Attack, another just trick room goat. 211 base defense.
I didn't type
13's
that
the
right at
slowest
all. I
mon.
typed Skateka. I didn't come close.
Skateka! Skateka!
That was so off.
211 base defense with access to body press, I'd like to add. 131 base attack. 101 base special defense, so it's no slouch there either.
Bulky.
Biggest
Boy.
problem with it is that it is rock steel type, which means it is very prone to getting smacked by an earthquake, smacked by a close combat.
That are normally physical though.
Yes, but they're still 4 times effective.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me do a calc real quick.
Eldegoss. Eldegoss.
Eldegoss off the board. That is not a mon I was expecting.
No, for Reed, I actually would have expected this. Rum Rotom is picking Eldegoss actually lines up here. This definitely lines up as a Rome Rotimus pick.
All right, so
I'd never touch the thing. However,
the thing. Are we playing Marvel
oh,
Rivals?
here's the thing. Get your mind out of the rivals.
All right, so real quick thing, pun intended.
We've got plenty of rivals here as is.
Let's use a Mon that has been picked as an example, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Golurk with max attack against a stack attacker with max defense, max HP, has a 25% chance to OHKO with an earthquake.
I'm here. I'm just struggling.
All right, but real quick about Eldegoss, though. Sorry, backing up to that real quick.
No, fuck that Pokemon. Your dies are everything.
Sagataka also suffers from being the second slowest Pokemon ever with a 13 base speed.
Well, to be fair, it's technically the fourth slowest, because the first is like tied between 3 or something.
The first one is Shuckle with 5 speed.
Right, all I know is
Munchlax also has 5
here.
speed.
Back in season 1 is the only reason I didn't go undefeated that season. Matthew brought a Trick Room Stack Attacker where it was its own Trick Room user and it swept my entire team. I wasn't prepared for it. No thought it was even coming.
Sakataka himself wears Trick Room. That's great.
Yes.
Alright, real quick thing about Eldegoss. This thing gets Regenerator, as well as having pretty high defenses overall. It definitely lacks in moveset, but what it lacks in moveset, it makes up for in utility, because it has access to Rapid Spin, it has access to Synthesis, it has Leech Seed.
I was gonna say, I feel like you'd lose out on a lot of usable viability if it didn't have Leech Seed.
Pure go mount.
Yeah, I've got 30 seconds.
I like the Cotton Down ability, if you've never seen that.
Cotton Down is pretty good. I just feel like Regenerator is a little better.
But you can do some fun stuff.
Oh, and don't sleep on Cotton Guard either.
No.
I don't think this was picked. Y'all gonna have to check after me though.
Nope.
Clutchy has not been picked yet. I'm genuinely surprised that's what you went with. I would have thought you'd go for the Tinkaton.
No, Clutchy is a great choice for utility.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's not. Like, Clutchy's a solid pick if you want a really good utility mon, especially for a prankster mon.
Yeah, Prankster Thunderwave goes pretty crazy. It also has access to... It does not have Trick, but it does have Switcheroo.
Which basically is Trick.
The rich man's trick, because you can't get imprisoned.
And here I thought Fortress was going to miss a season. I thought we were
It
there.
also has... It also has access to Spikes.
No. Don't pick the Fortress with all these fire types and Hidden Power Fire running around.
Got a lot of
Defog. Alright, Fortress off the board. We all know what Fortress does. I don't think I need to explain.
It does a lot of spin and it throws stuff around.
But yeah, it's spin,
Euro
it hazard.
We all just jump around.
It T-Wave, it Volt switches.
You can't forget about the Euro Ball.
Yeah, it has as a great man just said, Euro Ball.
Euro Ball.
The Euro Ball is my favorite.
Oh my gosh. Alright. We've got Frostlass off the board. Frostlass is
Oh, and going
one
for the
hell of a
Aura
mon.
Pokemon.
With pretty
And
high speed, pretty good moveset, just pretty solid mon overall. But following that, we've got Lucario, a fan favorite that I'm surprised had not been picked up to this point.
Listen, I didn't need Lucario in this draft. I have a Steel type. I have a Fighting type. I have special. I have several Pokemon that can go either special or physical attackers. But good lord, is the value just too good at it? 119 in the draft for Lucario. I just had to take him.
Yeah, Lucario, great special and physical attacker, great mon overall, amazing moveset, pretty solid abilities, very versatile mon, but Mr. Irrelevant on the board. Who we got? Andrew, you want to just tell him?
Do I get to? Can I put it in for you?
I'll type it. You just say it right before I click it.
So I want to preface this to everybody. He gave me this mod. I actually managed to pick this up when it was a little hint he dropped when we were on stream yesterday. We were on stream last night. We were talking about this, and he mentioned a hint to everybody about what he was picking, and he said it was a bug type. He openly said it was a bug type. But then during the stream, he gave me an extra hint following its description. And the exact hint that he gave me was, it's built like Sid the Sloth.
Armaldo.
He is picking Armaldo for the last pick of the draft.
There's so many fossil picks this season. This makes me so
There
happy.
is so many fossil picks.
Armaldo off the board, and I just want to talk about Armaldo for a second. Little known fact, Armaldo has Swift Swim.
Yeah, which makes all the more sense that you're running a rain team.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is Kason told me he was taking Tyrantrum, and I'm sad. He didn't do it.
Armaldo
I am genuinely shocked about that one, too.
I just want to
got
say...
too many D-dancers already.
Has access to so many moves you would not expect out of him. He's got access to Meteor Beam if you want to go the special attacking route. He's got access to Rapid Spin. He's got access to Swords Dance if you want to be a little more powerful. He's got access to Stealth Rock. Access to Liquidation, Aqua Jet.
His type is water type.
What was that?
His third type is water type.
Yep, clearly.